friends. Was I dragging my feet over here? Absolutely. However, I felt very, very called to give a message. I just knew I had to. So let's see what spirit, what the universe is trying to communicate with y'all, to y'all. All right, spirit, let's see what you have for us right now. Oh, so we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. We also have the Empress. Alright guys, I feel like I'm gonna finish shuffling first, cast my charms, and then I'll be back because I want to get the full picture. So, alright guys, 1221, as I start getting into this, you might be seeing that number, to just pay attention to my numbers in general. So I feel like right now, oh my god, things are very rocky, sending you guys so much love and healing energy. But I feel like it's some sort of transitional period where you're being guided to move out of some sort of like chasing desperation, trying to track down. You might have lost sight of what makes you happy by trying to just, by trying too hard, by trying to like, achieve said thing, by being patient, reckless, impatient, I meant. I don't know what I said before. Or just jealous, whatever, like, wanting other things that people have, or just feeling not enough, that kind of stuff. And also, like, I just feel like basically it's kind of like your views are shifting, and things are kind of coming into balance, and like your spirit team wants you to come into peace, and kind of stop viewing, certain hierarchies as correct, and start to shift away from that and venture more into your divine feminine energy, where you're dropping the act. You're no longer chasing, but you're instead allowing yourself to receive some manifestations that you didn't even know were on the horizon for you. Also, this is gonna allow you to really understand the meaning of inner strength, or understand that like strength doesn't have to be outwards, and you don't always have to be hustling, you don't always have to be busting your ass in order to achieve said thing, or to have things come to you naturally, or to find happiness and peace. Especially because I know some of you guys have been fighting very hard and like putting in a lot of work, in order to see like growth and in order to see results. I just want you to know that your opportunity is coming to 42. And sometimes for some of you guys, it could have been that you were putting in so much work and really like hoping and praying that whatever this is works out for you, to the point where you weren't seeing the world the same way. You weren't able to fully expand, to fully explore your options, because this was your number one goal. But this is just a reminder that you got it all, bro. You have every talent, every skill necessary to excel. And also want to remind you that, like, the value of your talents, of your skills, of your gifts, of your ancestral gifts, of your words, of your writing, of your voice, over some quick money, over some, like a bag that could leave tomorrow. I just want you to realize how invaluable that is, and that your existence, itself, especially when you learn about the energy of money and abundance in general, like your existence demands abundance. Money flows to you naturally. If you haven't been experiencing that, then doing that shadow work and that inner work. But definitely, like, it's just to get you into the mindset of understanding that you don't have to chase the bag will chase you, the bag will come to you, so long as you you put into focus and you prioritize what your soul has come to gift in this world. I hope that makes sense. I don't really know the words to say this, but I feel like you guys have so much to offer, and it's like your talents, your experiences, even just your energy. It's something that like it's priceless. No amount of money could amount to everything that you guys have to offer. So I don't want you guys to get, and I know it's difficult, especially with like everything going on right now, but I don't want you guys to like put a specific value on it other than knowing that it's valuable, if that makes sense. And so yeah, a reminder from your spirit team, everything's being very divinely led, very divinely guided, and they have their hands on this, they're taking care of things, very much blessed, very much lucky. But it's kind of like a reminder, hey, like, don't overwork yourself too much, or like, have patience with yourself and with the situation. Have patience with whatever you're working on. Have patience with the circumstances around you. And I know that's easier said than done, and everybody has different circumstances. But it's like, long term, your angels are surrounding you, and they know how hard you've been working and how badly you want this. And it's really a time of like inspiration, almost like of a fresh start, like a blank slate, so that you can start anew. And I see like endings here, like moving on from something, and maybe honestly moving on from whatever scarcity mindset, like poverty consciousness, etc., and moving away from, a lot of us have some generational trauma, and very toxic notions tied to rest. But moving on from that, honestly healing that part of ourselves, and understanding that, we're not trapped in that sense. We're not tied to those ideas. We're not tied to those feelings. It is like you feel safe resting, and safe knowing that money is going to come. And like, you don't have to, like, and overdo it to get there. And just a lot of transformative energy. And I feel like this is something you guys have had a hard time, like, accepting or really, like, digesting. Like, you might be aware of it, but, like, in your body, that might be something that you've had a hard time settling into. But, I mean, there's new beginnings on the horizon, new opportunities, projects coming in that really allow you to fall into your authentic self, to align yourself with your higher self and your authentic self, and kind of realize that your art, your passion, your voice, kind of triumph, any financial struggles you've had in the past. This is a very interesting message. But yes, also guys, if you guys don't already, I am emiliesdivine on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Twitch. I will definitely be posting a lot more over there too, and transitioning over there as the uncertainty of what's happening with this app approaches. I stream on Twitch, I do live streams, I play video games, I do readings. And I guess I'm doing readings on YouTube now too. What? Anyway, I love you guys very, very much. I will not contact you personally to give you reading. I love you guys. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you. This feels like it feels very chill, very FaceTime-y. I don't know. I feel like we're friends. We're basically friends. It's giving soul tribe. Okay, good night.